America is not Zimbabwe. America's culture is not Zimbabwe's culture. I see a lot of Zimbabweans who try to imitate Americans, thinking that if we do so, then maybe our country or us will be respected by other people or they will start valuing us. But let me tell you this, have you ever seen when you're living in rural areas, that kid that come from town and they'll be speaking differently from you. Sometimes after days, you'd find your own fellow brethren who you have been with in the rural start imitating that guy, thinking maybe if I do that, I'll be considered smart, wise, and everything like that. That is what is happening with the Zimbabwean youth who try to imitate American culture. It's not, it doesn't mean if America is better in economy and other sectors than Zimbabwe, their culture is also better. No. We should value our culture because it is what gives us sense of belonging as Zimbabweans. You'd find wherever you want to go in other countries, they will not accept your culture because in your home you don't have a solid culture. You try to copy other people's culture, so you are not respected. And if you think maybe their culture is what makes them better, let me explain this to you. It wouldn't be true because China is becoming much better than America, and also Japan has tremendously improved than America, but they still preserved their culture. So culture is not a problem. Now let me get to the real gist of the problem. Man, oh, do I hate the leaders of my country. The advisor of the president, Paul Tungwarara, is giving out cars and money, very expensive, to those who defend critics that normal Zimbabweans give as feedback to the number one civil servant of Zimbabwe. They do so, I mean, those who defend just to cover up the incompetence of our leaders. And the advisor is promoting that you people, you leaders, you have to understand you have big problems than a normal citizen. Maybe our problems is to what about did we find food to eat and do we have shelter where to stay? But your problems as senior officials of Zimbabwe is to protect Zimbabwean interest. We as the normal citizen is to look up to you so that you protect us. But it's not like that in Zimbabwe because I see the senior officials, the president or whatsoever, they are benefiting from being in that space. So what's the point of fighting independence when the exact system which we didn't want and to have us to lead our own selves so that we can be fair and equal to each other is still being used by the few people, few Zimbabweans to oppress other many Zimbabweans. See, let's not talk about few things. We don't need to be too technical because I know a politician, this is your stuff to debate and to talk about why our country is not going well. But if you can make one change, please, one change, we would appreciate if you can increase the salary of civil servants. They are struggling, and you as senior officials, Tagire are hosting lavish parties. Man, you are enjoying on the blood of other people. Being a leader in this sense, in this world, in today's world, is not for your enjoyment, is for the passion of working for the people, not for luxurious life. Look what you have led us to. There are many cries in the voices of Zimbabweans. They look for somebody to help them out of this situation. Chamisa is not an option. Chiwenga is not an option. We don't need all these people. Even I can tell you who is already there, the president of Zimbabwe, Mr. Mnangagwa. We love you there, but the problem with you is you are not listening to your citizens, to Zimbabweans. Instead of you having people to decide what they really want the country to move forward, you are deciding for individuals who want to be rich and richer. We are not America. How do you feel when you go from here to South Africa and stay in South Africa? Do you feel at home? Is that your home? I call upon the president of Zimbabwe to listen to the youth of Zimbabwe, to help to the youth of Zimbabwe. Please, Mr. President, first of all, help the civil servants, increase their salaries. That at least sort out many problems in the country. Please, Mr. President, listen to the people of Zimbabwe. No one is better to lead than you. You can do this. You have the experience. If you can hear my voice, please, Mr. President,